People, welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, and a brief glimpse of Ninja Boy, say hello, Ninja Boy, who's playing Rocket League yet again, so I think you get the gist of Rocket League is his thing right now. But more importantly, our thing right now for WWE SuperCard is Giants Unleashed, so I'm going to have to try and rattle through the first part of this video because I want to try and get some gameplay in, but knowing you lot, you'll have finished the first Giant before I even get a chance to see who it is. Some interesting things with Giants Unleashed. Of course, a bit of debate about getting the equipment card, Triple H's hammer, on the heroic side. Quite a few people not happy about having an equipment card on the heroic side, let alone as one of the rewards. I can see it both ways. I mean, it's going to be a super duper exciting reward and will definitely benefit those players who are going to grind away rather than people who are just going to buy things, because of course you can't buy it yet. I'm sure there'll be some way that these things will become available for those with the cash, the moolah, but not us right now, eh? Oh, let's have a look at the first thing, which is, what is the first thing? What's the first thing? Oh, let's just say thank you to, I don't know how many people it is, I've not even looked, to the 266 mad souls of you out there who've followed me on WWE SuperCard. Not something that I've really looked into, to be quite honest, and not quite sure what you need to do. What was that, Ninja?
That's a thing.
That's a thing. It's a new thing, isn't it, people? So you need to tell Ninja all about it. I'm sure some other YouTube, I was going to say entertainers. Entertaining, I suppose, is a subjective thing. Maybe you're not that entertained. Maybe you just like to come in here and shout abuse at me. I don't know. Other YouTube creators, makers of videos of a YouTube type nature, have probably got thousands of followers. So I've got no idea whether 266 is good, bad, or whatever. But to those of you who've said hello by following, hello back. Thank you very much. But I'm not actually sure how I can see, or if I can see, who you are. So I can't follow you back. Sorry about that. Anyway, more importantly, the little icon. Well, you can see my top deck there. You can see the top cards. Obviously, I've got Taker, I've got Edge. Our friend, Mr. Nash, he's sat there because he's got a momentum slot on the go. Which reminds me, I wasn't at King of the Ring. I completely forgot about it a couple of hours ago, so probably knocked out of that by now. I had a great King of the Ring match the other day. It was 3-1, 2-0 down, 3-1 down, 1-4-3. I haven't got it back to 3-3. My opponent didn't charge up. I actually felt sorry for him because it was a ding-dong of a match, and to get to that close, that sort of 3-3, you're going into extra time, got to score the winner, and to not power up your cards, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it, peeps? Anyway, that icon there is telling me, eventually, when it can be bothered, that there's some rewards to collect. What kind of rewards, Big Jim? Championi rewards. Championi rewards. Let's go and have a look. There we go. WrestleMania 36 win. We are limitless. Reached their limits way below what we managed to hit. I'm sure we had a few matches we could have played there, but we obviously didn't bother. But claim rewards. Now then, WrestleMania 36. Is it going to happen? No, they all cry. And you're probably right. But let's have a go. You hear me moaning about it many a time about just getting Royal Rumble rewards. But let's have a look. See if we've got any WrestleMania 36. Flipping heck! No, we haven't. There's 2 Vanguards and a pretty useless Royal Rumble card. Look at this. I would say the quality of the WrestleMania 36 cards I've been pulling, it's been dire. It's been rank. And not high ranked. I mean low ranked. Rankedy rank. We'll have a quick look at those. God, Team Battleground. I don't know why I bother with Team Battleground. Oh, it was on WrestleMania 36. Obviously, I've got some nice pros on the go. Tommaso Ciampa's now an F1 legend, as is Rodders there too. But I mean, look, it's just, look at these cards. I'll come on to that. Come on to that later. Just look at them. Look at the quality of them. And as for these flipping eggs, I'm sure, like me, if you call up your own Nightmare deck, I mean, look at this lot. Look at them. Look at them. What are we going to do with them? They have said they're not useful for anything other than a bit of fun and powering up other cards. I don't want that. I don't want a bit of fun and powering up other cards. I want them to mean something. And there's some new packs here because the women are now in town. So I'm not going to bother opening that right now. But I have to say, it's a nice design, this new store design. But some of these packs, the cost of some of these packs is pretty flipping horrendous for the chances of pulling anything worthwhile. Let's just have a look and see who's in this. Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm, Alexa Bliss as a Vanguard. Oh. Bianca Belair as Primal, and Asuka as a Nightmare. As we know, as you've seen, I've already got her as a pro, so I don't need to pull her again. But I'm not going to be doing any of that. I want to go into Giants Unleashed. Before that, what tip was it I had for you? Oh yes, I just spoke about equipment. This might be a useful tip. You may not be aware of this. If we just go into equipment, I've still not pulled a WrestleMania 36 piece of equipment. I've pulled plenty of the others, as you can see, with a heavy emphasis on the Charisma shirts. But still don't have WrestleMania 36, so that's one source of annoyance. But another thing is, I've had a chance to power up a lot of these cards. So we've got some pretty useful stats on some of them, especially those triggers. But as you can see, knee pads, that still needs a bit of work. I tend to put these on every card in King of the Ring, so they get a good chance of working out. But as you can see here, this shirt needs its matches played. Now then, what you may or may not be aware of, and I don't know if any other YouTubers said this, because I don't have time to watch the others, I'm afraid, these days. Barely have time to do this, as you know, is if you go into the Performance Centre, if I can sort myself out, get out of there. If you go to the Performance Centre, the one you don't have to pay for, that slot there, the in-ring conditioning, if you've got someone that you want to throw in there, I do tend to have whatever the latest card is that I need to power up in there until a combination of this and playing matches with them gets them to the limit. Because as I say, you don't have to pay for this one. Put the equipment card on them, because if they've got to do their 100 matches, so like their China, have I got any credits? I don't know if I want to waste any credits. I can't do China anyway, because it needs to be a WrestleMania 36 card. Here you go, Alexa Bliss. She's already levelled out, but she hasn't played any matches. So what I'll need to do, I'm going to do this as a demonstration to you. I wouldn't normally do this because I don't want to spend the credits, but I'm doing it as a demo to you guys. So I don't give you anything. Let's go back into these cards. Where was it? Was it this one? No, I've got one that needs just the 100 matches doing, rather than wasting it on a 50 match. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Well, there we go. Right, let's take it off him. So there's 99 matches still to be done on this particular card. So let's attach it to Alexa. Where's she gone? There she goes. Let's attach it to her. Now, if we put her into the Performance Centre, there's nothing like a long boring demonstration if you already know about this stuff, is there? Right, stick her in here, so you don't have to pay to put her in. Now, ideally, start her up. Ideally, I would let that run for the 3 days, 23 hours, and I wouldn't pay a single credit on it. But for the purposes of this demo, there you can see she's got to play all 100 matches. Press finish now. Yep, let's do that. Bang, and you see at the top, unlocked equipment bonus. And that will have sorted out the equipment card that she had on her as well. So no need to play the 100 matches because Alexa's done the job for us. So let's go into it. As you can see, matches 100. Give it a whiz. 113,000 charisma. That looks pretty useful. That's pretty high. That's one of the highest stats you can get. So that was a worthwhile little exercise, that. So there we go. Right, now then, Giants Unleashed. Giants Unleashed. Let's have a look. Let's see where we're at. It's Drew, the Champione. And actually it's got quite a decent amount of health on him, so it should last quite some time. Now, have I got any gear? A little bit of gear. Got a little bit of gear on me. Try a little bit of gear. Right, let's just get in and play some matches. I've had a quick look at my deck. My deck shouldn't be too bad. too bad, but let's just get on with some gameplay. Let me know how you've been getting on. Let me know what you think about the Triple H equipment card. I'd be interested to hear your comments. And of course, in amongst the rewards and the milestones is that fella. So I can get myself a pro there. Now you get that, originally you could get that from the egg selection in the store, which is a very perilous and painful route to try and get to it. And I honestly can't recommend it to anyone. If you want to do it, fine, I did it, never do it again, but I've got my Triple H, and so I've got a chance there obviously to pro, which I should do if I get the event card obviously. Anyway, play. You get an insight into how I like to do the game as I rattle through. Now what I like to do with these is pick on one colour, so I've got the blue, and then pick on generally the match the 4 arrows, and then sort of proceed on that basis. If I've got one of these two, like adding on the bonus or something, I will chuck them in, but I won't worry about those too much. If I had to buy some, which obviously I'm not too keen on doing, but you do have to get to those stages sometimes, I would go for the colours and for this matching all 4, because you get a decent boost from it. But here we go. Probably blethering too much. Just get on with a bit of gameplay. Yeah, as I say, I'd be interested to hear your opinions on that Triple H equipment card. It has caused a lot of debate already in Team BadLadDad. What I'm going to do here is obviously use the right arrows, get rid of that yellow, and then hope that in the next 2 turns we'll get some more blue lefts. And Drew will dish up a blue left for us as well. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, come on. Come on, Drew. Come on, Drew. This is a Scottish household. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. First go. It's what we like to see. Start off with a full house. Thanks, Big Drew. Good lad. There we go. 1.261 million to start off with. Now, if you could do that every turn, you wouldn't need to play for very long, would you? You'd be done in half an hour. That, of course, this is being a 2-day event rather than a 4-day event, being a flash event, is obviously going to give us a higher bonus. I didn't realise I've got so many cards to pick. This must be a throwback from the latest King of the Ring. I've had quite a bit of success in wins on King of the Ring, although somebody queried on Twitter how come I didn't know what my deck was for King of the Ring. Well, simply because I change it virtually every King of the Ring. Sometimes I've got cards that I want to try and level up, so I'll throw those in, but still obviously try and stay in WrestleMania 36 tier. Sometimes it's equipment cards that I'm throwing in. There's all sorts of variables as to what I'm putting in the team, and sometimes I'll go in with the strongest team possible, but that obviously puts you up against the strongest opponents possible, and that can get quite tiresome and quite laboursome, because every match becomes a battle of wills as you're moving the cards around trying to see if you can match up against one of his or her weaker cards. If I've got cards in there that are powering up, that obviously weakens the power of your deck. So you can be strong against some opponents, but extremely vulnerable against others. So I don't have a set deck as such. I mean, obviously my event cards will be in there. They'll always be in play, the big cards. But then it's the lesser cards. It's whether you've got, as I say, 2 or 3 cards that are powering up, or sometimes there's even, this sounds pretty sad, but sometimes there's cards from lower tiers that, you know, we get these Road to Glory sessions where you can give you some old Easter cards or some cards from Christmas from a few years ago or something, and I might have made them into a pro, and I'm still ridiculously making them perfect pros, even though it only shows them as silver stars in the catalogue. But I still like to pro them properly. It's just a stupid OCD of mine, I guess. Anyway, let's go back to blues, let's go back to matching all the colours, and let's go back for the benefit. See if we can do that again. That would be happy days. What was the other thing I wanted to ask you? There's something else. Team Battleground, is it just me, or this, not just this tier, WrestleMania 36, but Royal Rumble tier as well? I wasn't getting anything from the top tiers at all. Same tactic here. Going to use the one blue right, get rid of the yellows, and hope for some blue left action. Action! I mean, you should really be able to get minimum 100,000 doing this, even if you don't get the cards you want. Well, there's all the bright blues out of action. Again, I assume you know this, but you can see that toughness has already been used. Those blue rights have gone. Say for some reason you have a complete brain freeze and you can't remember what the previous hit was. You can see it's greyed out in that bottom left-hand box, and now it's asking for charisma, which is why that's highlighted. Again, as I say, I'm probably, for some of you, you go, what's he telling us that for? We know all this. But believe me, there's some people out there who send me tweets, saying, I don't understand. How does it work? Sometimes, instead of the purple token, you have the token where you've got 4 that don't match. In which case, I'll be quite happy here, because I just use everything but that yellow arrow in the middle. But that's not the case here. So just pick the cards with the biggest stats on in this respect and take it from there. So we still added in 229. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now what have we got to do to get up to Triple H? Was it 9 mil? Something like that. I think it's about 9 mil. Picks remaining. Let's do the picks. The pulls have been coming quite regularly as well. I'd say probably a little more than, a little higher than average just recently, albeit they've been complete dross. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's just check again. Milestone, yeah, 9.6 mil for Triple Her. I don't think I've still got Sheamus anymore. I did pro Sheamus, but a lot of my Rumble cards now have slowly been weeded out because of WrestleMania 36 updates. Let's charge on. Charge on, McDuff. Ninja, how are you getting on with your Rocket League?
It's going well, but I'm getting some really bad lag at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have had the same since we've all been living under slightly different circumstances, but the Wi-Fi seems to have been a bit more challenged in its strength just recently. We're assuming because everyone around here is at home working or playing and doing other things that people do when they're at home involving Wi-Fi. But yeah, we have noticed just recently it's been a bit of a struggle. And that, in fact, if you did catch the last video, everything just stopped talking to each other. My MacBook, which I'm recording this on, and the iPads and the iPhone and everything just all decided not to talk to each other halfway through the recording, which was down to the Wi-Fi playing silly devils. Alright, here we go. Look, there's 3 there. I'm going to take out one of these speeds as well, because we're going to try and hope for a right blue. A right blue, a doobly doo. Oh, there's 3 right blues there. Come on. Come on, you know you want to, Drew. You've done it for us once, you can do it again. Come on, son. Ah, niggers. Okay, that is pretty annoying, to say the least. Let's take those 4. Again, still not bad stats, but not as good as it could have been. So we are nearly up to 2 mil already. Needing only 2.7 mil to cuff the first card, which is Randall Keith Orton, which just happens to be RKO as well. His initials, in case you'd never noticed. Sure you have. And let's do one more. I think that was my last purple boogie, wasn't it? So we might have to go for the unmatching token now. I might have to move on to the yellows. I think I might have used up the blues. I guess that's why they call it the yellows. Yeah, blues have gone, so we'll go yellow, and that's the unmatch, isn't it? 4 arrows that don't match. So we're already down to low tokens. I need to get a few more tokens, people. Need to be pulling a few more tokens. It's just a token gesture. Right, so this is It's a tricky one now because we're doing. I'm being an idiot. I forgot already I'm on yellows. It's a tricky one now because you've got to decide whether you want to try and hoard some matching cards and have the luck of them coming up, or go for the consolation of them all not matching and just getting a bit of a boost. Right, that's not bad. Oh, that's a shame. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these three. Toughness hasn't gone yet, has it? So there is a chance toughness might come up. Oh well, what the hell. Let's just go all in. We're going all in. We'll use those up, get the hit from that. That's what we're up to now, 300,000, and let's see what comes out of this. Ah, damn it. Well, I say damn it, there's actually 3 dropped in now, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we'll take the lad. Honestly, if it carries on like this, it should be finished in 3 hours. Right, 2.4 mil, we're just 300,000 off Randy Orton. And I think what I'll do is I will play on until I run out of these tokens, and I'll say goodbye and let you get on with it. Get on with your own fine lives and whatever it is you're doing at this precise moment. If you've got any other questions as well, like I said, there was that, just telling you how to use those equipment cards in the Performance Centre. That's a very useful thing I stumbled across the other day. There's also Team Battleground. There's a way of playing that I wasn't aware of until one of my Team BadLadDad teammates pointed it out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. That you can actually tell which of your opponent's cards are going to come out, so you can plan your attacks. But that opponent does need to play some games against one of your other team members, so that you can see some of their cards have already been revealed. But it was quite an intriguing one that I'd not seen before. Again, it might well have appeared on YouTube somewhere. In fact, I'd be surprised if it hasn't. But it was new to me. I found that interesting. Right, last one. Here we go. It's my last bout for now. It's my last bout. Here we go. How you getting on, boy? You doing all right?
What are you talking about?
There you go, you see. You're missing all those Ninja Boy puns. All those puns to come. Actually, on that Ninja Boy update, we did go ahead, as promised, with trialling recording Rocket League off the Xbox onto this very MacBook that I'm editing this, or will be editing this video on later, and it went okay. It went okay. The footage was nice and smooth. Had Ninja Boy talking. Didn't need me. Didn't need me. He was doing his own thing. So that's kind of just now applying a bit of pressure back onto Ninja, because the next time we sit down to do that, we really should actually just record it, edit it, and whack it out for you guys. So give him some encouragement down below. So come on, Ninja. Or Ninja, pull your finger out, or something similar. Keep it clean.
Well, Ninja, I'll give you $1,000.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. Yes, unlike many other Twittery, YouTubery type persons, I'm afraid we don't have anything that you can contribute to. I wish we did. But so we don't have any kind of tips or subbing fees or whatever the hell else it is that people use. Because to be quite honest, as you know, that's not actually why we started doing this and why we continue doing this and why we've just tried to pick it up again just recently. It's all about just having a bit of fun and talking to you guys. That doesn't mean to say that I won't incorporate something like that in the future if I ever get the time to do it, but it's not our primary driving force in this world right now. There's more important things in life to be getting on with and worrying about. And worrying about. Alright, that wasn't too bad a hit. Wasn't too bad a hit. We've got Randy in the bag and making progress. Making progress. That's the quickest we've chiselled that first card. I've got a feeling actually what I should do is just play on as much as I can because I don't think this card's going to be around for much longer. As people realise just how many points you can rattle up in such a short space of time. Just get these last few. Come on. These last precious few cards from the board. Excuse me. What happened there? Oh, I know what happened there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh gosh. So mine's gone a bit darker. It's like one of the lights just went off, and it's linked to another computer. And if you could actually see what I could see right now, I've got the MacBook in front of me. Behind that is a monitor that I have that goes with my laptop for work, and I'm pointing down on the floor around here somewhere because my laptop for work is down there. It's that was pinging just now. And behind that is a 4K desktop computer, and to the left is Ninja Boy playing on the Xbox. There's basically 5 screens. 5 screens, not one, not two, 5 screens around me, of which at the moment, oh well, 6 if you include the iPad, 7 if you include the iPhone. There you go. How interesting is this? Are you keeping up with this?
Only 6 working ones.
Screen count with Big Jim, with contributions from Ninja Boy in the background. So there we go, people. I hope this doesn't be too monotonous for you. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of gameplay. Nice to get a bit of gameplay, playing a bit of games on these channels and these YouTuber type adventures that we do. Ninja Boy playing Rocket League. Come on, let him know down below how much you want to see Ninja Boy playing Rocket League. And of course, there's all the usual gubbins. If you like the video, buy me a few likes down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Why haven't you subscribed? We've been here for years. Been here for years. May not turn up every day, but we've been here for years. There's all the social media. There's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. What else you got to do? You stay cool.
People say to me all the time, "Hey Johnny Wrestling, what does it take to become a winner?" To those people I say, try watching BadLadDad's latest video. He'll show you just what it takes to become a WWE SuperCard champion.